Okay, welcome back. This is Scott Lappin with LappinTech. I'm out here in my oil field, Lappin Oil, and I've been discussing things and changes I've made to my system. We've talked about the overall information, then we highlighted the G3 greaser, which you catch those videos if you haven't already seen them. And today we're going to talk about LappinTech stuffing box rubbers. Now, LappinTech stuffing box rubbers is a project I developed several years ago, and in frustration of always having to change my packing out, I came up with a better way to make your packing last longer. I simply put Teflon impregnated rope packing on the inside of every rubber, every cone, and so the Teflon rope packing then rides on the polished rod. You don't get the heat and you don't get the friction from a polished rod against rubber. You know, heat and friction, you probably went out and touched a polished rod once it's been pumped off dry and it just spits sizzling hot. You don't get that anymore with the LappinTech stuffing box rubbers. On top of that, I had them made with high temperature nitrile rubber, excellent for any and all conditions. And the Teflon rope packing, again, is what takes all the abuse. If you look inside, if we can get a video of that, you'll see that there's Teflon rope packing all the way through there. I'm going to try to get you there. Each rubber is going to have its own ring. There's a third rubber, and then the final rubber actually has two of them. I made these things double tough stuff because I was the one always having to change them out, and I was sick and tired of doing that. Now, looking at the Teflon rope packing, I'm going to pull one out here real quick, and you'll see that it's a 1/4 inch Teflon rope packing, like Packmaster 1 from Garlock. It's Teflon impregnated, it has nylon fibers, and it fits into a groove. I don't know if we can catch that groove or not. We're going to try. If you can see that. But anyway, it fits into a groove on the inside of that stuffing box rubber. As you tighten it down, it holds the Teflon rope packing in place. These are made to be tightened down, not have to be worried about, you know, burning out because you over tightened it. That's not going to happen. After I developed these, I went from changing my packing out about once a month to about every 2 years. A good 10 times longer run. Fantastic. Worked great for me. I've been using them for years myself, so I'm not only the inventor, but I'm also a client. I sell these through manufacturer wraps and oil field supply stores all around the world: Canada, South America, the Middle East, Mexico. If you have customers that might be interested in these, or if you're interested in some, you have your own oil wells, give me a call. I'll be happy to send you out some free samples. So there we have it, LappinTech stuffing box rubbers. And one last thing is, I do get people ask about what's the story on the jackalope as a logo on your box, because I'm the only one out there that's going to have a white box with a jackalope. Well, for starters, Douglas, Wyoming is our base, and we are the home of the jackalope. So I started off with that idea. My son-in-law created a really neat logo for me. He's a graphics artist, utilizing kind of a animated character with the jackalope horns. If you look close at his bibs, you'll see the name Jack on him, and he's a pumper, so he's Pumper Jack. So if you ever hear me referring to Pumper Jack, that's what I'm talking about. And of course that falls into oil field itself being a pump jack. And one last thing, Lappin in French means rabbit. So it kind of falls into that too. So it's just a little fun play on words, a little character, something different. And that's the story behind Pumper Jack, our jackalope, and our logo. And thank you. And wait for our next video, because we'll be talking about variable frequency drives and the ROMS remote operating pumping system later on.